Let's be honest for a second. You buy them the most expensive, organic, grain-free pâté, and they sniff it once before trying to bury it like it's radioactive waste. You buy them a luxurious, multi-level velvet cat tree, and they decide to sleep inside the dirty Amazon cardboard box it came in. You try to give them a loving hug, and they slip out of your arms like a furry ninja. It's enough to make any devoted cat parent wonder, does my cat actually hate me? Do they do this on purpose? Or is my fluffy roommate just broken? Welcome to the chaotic, hilarious, and incredibly rewarding world of loving a cat. But here is the secret. Your cat isn't broken, and they definitely don't hate you. They just speak a completely different language of love. Today, we are going to crack that code. I am going to share with you the 7 simple things you absolutely must do every single day to ensure your cat truly feels loved. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to show affection in a way your cat actually understands. But before we dive into these feline secrets, I want to know, who is watching? Drop a comment down below right now and tell me, what is the name of your furry hooligan? And what is the weirdest thing they do? Let's see who has the craziest kitty. Before we get into our daily checklist of love, we need to quickly talk about how your cat's brain actually works. You see, we humans are primates. When we love someone, we want to hug them, squeeze them, and stare deeply into their eyes. But cats? Cats are obligate carnivores. They are tiny, solitary predators who happen to live in our living rooms. In the wild, survival depends on being alert, protecting their personal space, and hiding any signs of vulnerability. For thousands of years, they were independent hunters, not pack animals like dogs. So, when a dog jumps on you and licks your face, that's standard pack behavior. But when a cat chooses to sit near you, or expose their belly, it is a massive deal. It goes against all their survival instincts. To a cat, love isn't about giant, overwhelming gestures. It is about safety, trust, scent, and subtle communication. They don't want to be smothered. They want to be respected. Once you understand that you are living with a fierce, independent micro-panther who just happens to enjoy naps on your laptop, everything changes. So, how do we bridge this gap between primate hugs and predator boundaries? How do we say, "I love you," in cat language? Let's break down the 7 daily habits you need to start right now. Let's kick things off with the first daily habit. Mastering the art of the slow blink. If you are a seasoned cat parent, you have definitely caught your little house panther staring at you from across the living room. It is that intense, unblinking, soul-piercing gaze that makes you wonder if they are plotting your imminent demise, or if they are just trying to use feline telepathy to magically open the tuna can. But here is the beautiful truth. That stare is actually your golden ticket to showing them pure love. In the animal kingdom, and especially in feline psychology, a direct, wide-eyed stare is a challenge or a sign of aggression. So, when your cat looks at you and then slowly, very deliberately closes and opens their eyes, they are telling you, "I trust you completely." It is the ultimate sign of vulnerability. It is literally a kitty kiss. To make your cat feel truly loved every single day, you must learn to speak this subtle language back to them. When you catch them looking at you, don't just stare back or look away. Relax your facial muscles, soften your gaze, and close your eyes very slowly. Keep them shut for a brief moment, and then open them just as gently. Doing this daily builds massive trust on a deeply instinctive level. Now, why is this daily slow blinking ritual so incredibly important for your cat's emotional well-being? Because cats are absolute masters of micro-expressions. We humans rely on loud words and big gestures, but cats read the tiny tensions in our faces. When you take the time out of your busy day to stop what you are doing, look at your cat, and deliver a slow blink, you are instantly lowering the stress levels in the room. You are projecting a calm, non-threatening energy. Think about how many times we rush past our cats, talking loudly on the phone or stressing about work. To a cat, this erratic human behavior can be highly unpredictable and mildly terrifying. The slow blink acts as an emotional reset button. It says, "Hey, I know I'm a giant, clumsy, loud ape, but right here, right now, we are cool." Some behavioral experts even suggest that this simple eye movement releases positive, feel-good endorphins in both the cat and the human. If you do this every single day, you will start to notice your cat seeking you out more often just to share these quiet moments of connection. It requires zero money, zero equipment, and takes literally 2 seconds. But it pays massive dividends in the love department. There is a very specific technique to the slow blink if you want to get it absolutely right. And yes, there are mistakes you can make. The biggest mistake cat parents make is leaning in too aggressively while trying to do it. Remember, you are a giant predator to them. If you lock eyes, lean your entire body forward, and aggressively blink, your cat is going to think you are a complete weirdo, or worse, that you are about to attack. The key to the perfect daily slow blink is nonchalance. You want to be sitting comfortably, maybe even looking slightly away first. Then, casually turn your head toward your cat. When your eyes meet, do the slow blink. And here is the secret pro tip. After you open your eyes, gently turn your head away or look down. Looking away after a slow blink is the ultimate feline compliment. It proves that you trust them enough to take your eyes off them. Try this tonight when your cat is relaxed on the sofa. Do the slow blink, look away, and wait. If they do it back, congratulations! You have just successfully said, "I love you," in native feline tongue. Make this a mandatory part of your daily routine and watch your bond transform. The second thing you absolutely must do daily brings us to the most misunderstood part of a cat's day: dedicated playtime. Now, I know what you are thinking. My cat is lazy. They just sleep 18 hours a day and refuse to play. But here is a massive truth bomb about feline psychology. There is no such thing as a lazy cat, only unmotivated hunters. Deep inside your fluffy, purring couch potato beats the heart of a ferocious, wild apex predator. Cats are biologically hardwired to hunt, catch, kill, and eat. When they live indoors with us, we take away that natural hunting cycle. Their food is magically delivered on a ceramic plate, and the only prey they see is a speck of dust floating in the sunbeam. This lack of stimulation leads to massive boredom, frustration, and yes, those infamous 3 a.m. zoomies, where they bounce off the walls and attack your toes under the blanket. When you don't provide a daily outlet for this predatory instinct, your cat feels anxious and unfulfilled. To make them feel truly loved and secure, you must simulate the hunt every single day. This isn't just about fun. It is about honoring their basic biological needs and keeping their minds sharp. So, how do we play with our cats the right way? Because just dangling a string in their face while you scroll on your phone does not count. To make your cat feel deeply loved and engaged, you need to use the boil and simmer method of play. Think like a bird or a mouse. Prey doesn't just run up to a cat and wiggle in its face. Prey hides. Prey freezes in terror. Prey darts behind the sofa and makes tiny scratching noises. You need to take that wand toy and make it act like real prey. Hide it under a rug, make it peek out, and let your cat stalk it. The stalking phase is actually the most important part for their brain. Let them watch, let their pupils get huge, let them do that funny little butt wiggle, and then, boom, let them pounce. Let the play session reach a boiling point of high energy, and then let it simmer down as the prey gets tired. Do this for just 10 to 15 minutes a day, ideally right before their biggest meal. This completes their natural cycle. Hunt, catch, kill, eat, groom, and sleep. When you take the time to be the puppet master of their daily hunt, you are giving them the greatest gift possible, an outlet for their inner tiger. And let's take a moment to address the hilarious elephant in the room regarding cat toys. You have probably spent a small fortune on motorized mice, expensive laser pointers, and high-tech gadgets that promise to entertain your cat for hours. And what does your cat do? They ignore the $60 toy and spend 3 hours obsessively batting around a crumpled-up piece of a grocery receipt, a random hair tie, or the plastic ring from a milk jug. Why do they do this? Because to a cat, the magic isn't in the toy. It is in the movement and the interaction. A cardboard box is the ultimate hunting blind for a predator. A crinkled piece of paper sounds exactly like dry leaves rustling in the forest. When you incorporate these simple everyday items into your daily play routine, you are speaking their language. You don't need to spend money to show your cat you love them. You just need to spend time. The act of you getting on the floor, dragging a string around a cardboard box and letting them ambush it shows them that you are an active participant in their world. Daily interactive play is the ultimate bonding experience, proving to your cat that they are your favorite hunting partner. Moving on to the third essential daily habit, and this one might be the hardest for humans to accept: respecting their boundaries. We've all been there. Your cat rolls over onto their back, exposing that glorious, incredibly soft, fluffy belly. It looks like an invitation. It looks like a trap. And spoiler alert, it absolutely is a trap. You reach in for a belly rub, and instantly, 4 sets of claws and sharp teeth are locked onto your hand like a furry bear trap. You pull your bleeding hand back and think, "Why are you so mean?" But understanding why this happens is crucial to making your cat feel loved. When a cat exposes its belly to you, they are not asking for a rub like a golden retriever would. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body. It protects all their vital organs. By showing it to you, they are saying, "I feel so safe and loved in your presence that I don't need to protect my most vulnerable spot." It is a huge compliment, but when you reach in and touch it, you are breaking that trust. You are proving that their vulnerable spot isn't safe. Respecting this boundary daily is how you prove your love. Respecting boundaries goes far beyond just avoiding the danger zone of the belly. To make your cat feel truly loved every day, you need to become an expert in reading their subtle body language. Cats are always talking to us. We just rarely listen. Pay attention to the tail. A tail held high like a flagpole with a little twitch at the top means, "I am happy and confident." A tail thrashing back and forth does not mean they are happy like a dog. It means they are highly agitated and overstimulated. Look at their ears. Are they facing forward and relaxed? Or are they pinned back flat against their head like an angry little owl? If the ears go back, back off immediately. One of the biggest mistakes cat parents make is forcing affection. We pick them up when they are sleeping, we hug them tight when they clearly want to get down, and we ignore their polite requests to be left alone. When you force physical contact, you create stress. True love in the feline world is built on consent. By paying attention to their body language daily and stopping your interactions the second they show signs of annoyance, you teach them that their voice matters. This builds a profound, lasting trust. Part of respecting their boundaries daily means ensuring they have their own safe spaces, specifically vertical territory. Cats live in a three-dimensional world. For an anxious cat, the floor is lava. The floor is where the scary human feet are, where the noisy vacuum cleaner lives, and where the dog might be lurking. To feel secure, confident, and loved, a cat needs to be able to survey their kingdom from above. If your cat doesn't have high places to retreat to, they will live in a constant state of mild anxiety. You must provide them with daily access to these safe zones. This doesn't mean you have to build a giant, ugly, carpeted cat tree in the middle of your elegant living room. It can be as simple as clearing off the top shelf of a bookcase, putting a cozy blanket on top of the wardrobe, or installing a few aesthetic floating shelves. When your cat retreats to these high spaces, the daily rule is simple: leave them alone. Do not reach up and drag them down. Let that high spot be their ultimate sanctuary. When they know they have a guaranteed escape route and a safe place where no human will bother them, their overall stress drops dramatically and their affection for you will skyrocket. The fourth daily habit for a loved cat revolves around grooming, but not just to prevent hairballs. In the feline world, grooming is a deeply social and bonding activity. If you have ever seen two cats who are best friends, you will notice they spend a lot of time licking each other's heads and ears. This behavior is called allogrooming. It is how cats mix their scents together to create a family scent, and it is a massive display of affection and trust. As their favorite human, you can tap into this instinctual behavior every single day. Daily brushing isn't just a chore to keep your furniture fur-free, it is your version of allogrooming. When you take a soft brush and gently stroke their cheeks, the top of their head, and down their back, you are mimicking the sensation of another cat grooming them. You are reinforcing the idea that you are part of their family unit. Many cats will start purring intensely, drooling, or even trying to groom your hand in return. This mutual grooming session is a powerful psychological tool that makes your cat feel deeply cherished and secure in your shared environment. However, to make this daily grooming habit effective, you need to use the right tools and read the room. If you pull out a sharp, wire slicker brush and aggressively yank it through their fur while they are trying to sleep, they are going to hate it. To simulate social grooming, you want to use tools that feel like a mother cat's rough tongue. Silicone grooming gloves or soft bristle brushes are fantastic for this. The trick is to start the daily session when they are already in a relaxed, cuddly mood. Gently brush the areas they can't easily reach themselves, like the back of the neck and the base of the chin. Keep the sessions short and positive. If you notice their tail starting to twitch or their skin rippling, that means they are getting overstimulated, and it is time to stop immediately. Always end the session before they get annoyed. If you do this correctly every day, the sight of the brush will become a trigger for positive emotions. Your cat will come running, eager for their daily spa treatment and the emotional bonding that comes with it. It is a simple, quiet way to say, "You are my family," every single day. Related to grooming is the fascinating world of feline scent communication, which is our fifth daily habit. Humans navigate the world mostly through sight, but cats navigate their universe through smell. They have scent glands all over their bodies, on their cheeks, under their chins, at the base of their ears, and at the base of their tail. Have you ever wondered why your cat insists on aggressively rubbing their face on the corner of your laptop, the edge of the coffee table, or directly onto your shin? This is called bunting. When they do this, they are depositing their unique pheromones onto the object or person. They are literally claiming you. They are saying, "This human belongs to me, and they are safe." To make your cat feel truly loved, you need to encourage and participate in this scent exchange daily. When your cat approaches you and offers their head for a bunt, don't ignore it. Lean down and gently bump your forehead against theirs, or let them rub their cheeks along your knuckles. Allow them to mix their scent with yours. This daily ritual reassures them that the territory is secure and that your bond is intact. Let's dive into the 6th daily essential: absolute routine and predictability. If there is one thing you must understand about your feline friend, it is that cats are massive control freaks. They hate surprises. They despise sudden changes. A cat feels most loved, safe, and secure when they know exactly what is going to happen and when it is going to happen. In the wild, predictability means survival. Knowing when the prey comes out and when the bigger predators are asleep keeps them alive. In your house, this translates to knowing exactly when dinner is served, when playtime happens, and when it is time to relax on the sofa. If your schedule is entirely chaotic, feeding them at 7 a.m. one day and 10 a.m. the next, playing randomly or moving their litter box without warning, your cat lives in a constant state of low-level anxiety. They don't view chaos as exciting, they view it as a threat. To truly show your cat you love them, you must provide a stable daily routine. Consistency is the ultimate love language for a control freak kitty. This need for routine is exactly why your cat turns into an alarm clock from hell at 4:30 in the morning. If they wake you up screaming for breakfast, it is usually because the routine is broken or misaligned. Many humans make the mistake of getting out of bed and immediately walking to the food bowl to feed the cat. What you have just done is trained your brilliant little predator that waking the human equals food. To fix this and establish a loving, stress-free routine, you must break that association. When you wake up, do your own things first. Make coffee, brush your teeth, read the news. Make the cat wait 15 or 20 minutes before breakfast is served. Establish a set time for meals, say 7:30 a.m. and 6 p.m., and stick to it with military precision. When your cat learns that food happens at a specific time, and not just when they scream loud enough, their anxiety drops. They stop feeling the need to manage you. Providing this strict, reliable daily schedule gives your cat a profound sense of security. They feel loved because they feel safe in the predictable rhythm of the household. Speaking of food, how you feed them daily is just as important as when. Pouring dry kibble into a bowl and leaving it there 24/7 might seem convenient, but it is actually terrible for their mental health. Remember the hunting instinct we talked about? Free feeding completely destroys that. It makes food boring and removes a massive source of mental stimulation from their day. To make your cat feel loved and engaged, turn their daily meals into an enriching experience. Use puzzle feeders, lick mats, or treat dispensing balls. Make them work for it. Hide small portions of their food in different locations around the house so they actually have to hunt and use their nose to find their breakfast. This simple daily change engages their brain, prevents boredom, and burns off excess energy. It gives them a job to do. A mentally stimulated cat is a happy, confident cat. By transforming their mundane mealtime into a daily cognitive challenge, you are actively enriching their environment and showing them that you care about their intellectual needs, not just their physical hunger. Our seventh and final daily habit for feline love is all about vocal communication. Let's talk about the cat voice. You know the one. That high-pitched, slightly embarrassing baby talk voice you use when you are alone in the house with your pet. You might feel silly doing it, but guess what? Science proves that cats actually prefer it. Studies have shown that cats are much more responsive to their owners when they use a higher pitch and an exaggerated sing-song tone compared to a normal, flat adult-speaking voice. In nature, adult cats rarely meow at each other. They communicate through scent and body language. Meowing is a behavior they developed specifically to talk to humans, mimicking the frequency of a human baby's cry to get our attention. When you talk back to them daily using that special cat voice, you are validating their attempt to communicate. You are showing them that you are listening. A house where the human talks to the cat daily is a house where the cat feels acknowledged and loved. But it is not just about using the right tone. It is about learning their specific vocabulary. Every cat develops a unique language with their owner. There is the short, sharp chirp that means hello. There is the long, drawn-out, dramatic meow that means I am starving and haven't eaten in 10 minutes. There is the rapid chattering they do while staring at a bird out the window, which is pure predatory excitement. And of course, there is the beautiful, vibrating purr. To make your cat feel truly loved every day, you need to pay attention and respond to these specific sounds. When they walk into the room and give you a little greeting chirp, don't ignore them. Chirp back. Say, "Hello, kitty." Acknowledge their presence. When they are chattering at the window, go look out the window with them and validate their hunt. This daily two-way communication builds an incredibly deep bond. It shows your cat that they are not just a pet living in your house, but an equal roommate whose voice and opinions actually matter to you. Now, let's bring it all together by perfecting the art of daily petting. We talked about avoiding the belly trap, but where exactly does a cat want to be touched? To give your cat the ultimate daily dose of physical love, focus entirely on their facial glands. The absolute sweet spots for 99% of cats are the cheeks, directly behind the whiskers, the base of the chin, and right between the ears. Why these spots? Because these are areas they cannot easily groom themselves, and rubbing these areas stimulates those happy scent glands we mentioned earlier. Another favourite spot is right at the base of the tail, at the lower back. When you scratch there, many cats will do elevator butt, lifting their hindquarters into the air in pure bliss. Make it a daily habit to offer gentle scratches in these approved zones. Avoid the paws, avoid the tail itself, and absolutely avoid rubbing their fur backwards. When you consistently touch them only in the places they enjoy, you prove your reliability as a loving, respectful companion. The ultimate golden rule for daily petting, and the true test of how much you respect your cat, is the consent test. Never just reach out and grab your cat. Instead, offer your hand. Extend your index finger towards their nose, keeping it a few inches away, and just wait. Let them make the choice. If they want affection, they will lean forward and rub their nose or cheek against your finger. They are giving you explicit consent to pet them. If they just sniff your finger and look away or walk past it, that means, "No thank you, I am busy doing important cat things." Respecting the no is just as important as celebrating the yes. When you make the consent test a daily habit, your cat learns that they have complete agency over their body in your presence. Ironically, the more you respect their choice to decline affection, the more often they will seek it out. A cat who knows they will never be forced into a cuddle is a cat who will eventually choose to sleep on your chest every single night. So, what does a truly loved cat look like? It is not necessarily the cat wearing the diamond collar or the one eating from a crystal bowl. A truly loved cat is one who lives in an environment of predictability, respect, and engaging routine. It is the cat who gets to hunt a toy on a string every afternoon, who has their subtle body language respected, who gets slow blinked at across the room, and who is never forced into a hug they don't want. When you implement these 7 simple things into your daily life, the transformation in your cat's behavior will be absolutely magical. The random 3 a.m. attacks will stop. The hiding under the bed will cease. Instead, you will find a confident, purring companion who greets you at the door, sleeps at your feet, and looks at you with a gaze of pure, undeniable affection. You are no longer just their staff who opens the food cans. You become their trusted family, their safe harbour, and their favourite creature on earth. And honestly, is there any better feeling in the world than earning the true, genuine love of a cat? And there you have it, fellow feline servants, the ultimate daily blueprint to proving your undying love to your furry overlords. Now you know exactly what is going on inside that beautiful, complicated, fluffy little head of theirs. Yes, they are absolute weirdos. Yes, they will still occasionally knock a glass of water off the table just to watch gravity work. And they will probably still ignore the expensive bed for a dirty shoebox. But despite all their chaotic, unapologetic sass, they are incredible creatures who are deeply capable of profound love and loyalty when treated with respect. If this video helped you decode your cat's bizarre behaviour, do me a huge favour. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more feline secrets, and please, share this video with another cat parent who might be struggling with night zoomies or belly traps. Before you go, I have one final question for you to answer in the comments. Which of these 7 daily habits is your cat's absolute favourite? And which one are you going to try tonight? Let me know below, give your kitty a slow blink for me, and I'll see you in the next video.